Hey everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm Anthony Toma. Junior Binno could not be here today. We have Larry Rocca here today. He's running to be re-elected for the Macomb County Treasurer position. Thank you for joining us today, Larry. Why don't you start off by introducing yourself and what you do and why it's so important that you be re-elected.
I sure will. Anthony, it's a pleasure coming here to meet you.
My pleasure.
And, supporting your community. I'm Larry Rocca. I'm Macomb County Treasurer, and I'm running for re-election. The reason I'm here with the community here today is to let them know that this election is very important, not only for me, but for the country. We need to re-elect Donald Trump. I want to start with Donald Trump because I think he's the most important guy at the top of the ticket. Let's get Donald Trump re-elected. Let's get Republicans, conservatives re-elected, and that I think will help the country big time. Here's what's going on in Macomb County. We have done a lot as far as helping people keep their homes. That's our whole objective in the Macomb County Treasurer's Office. People get into difficulty from time to time, and they need some help. And
Right.
We always allow people to put them on payment programs so that we can keep them in their homes. It's not a good item to have people losing their homes for different things, so we'll do everything we can to keep you in your home in Macomb. Because
And how does Macomb do that? How do you facilitate that?
what we do is we allow people to come on in and make payment plans.
Okay.
We put them on payment plans that they can afford. And as a result of that, they're able to stay into their home, and they can pay their taxes, they can pay their utilities, cut the grass, shovel the snow, and get back on their feet. Sometimes they do get back on their feet, and that's what we're hoping for. In the meantime, they have the opportunity to sell the home or get another job where they can make more money and maintain their property. So those things are all there for them to help.
Right.
To help them to stay on their feet and to get ahead. We want people to do that in Macomb.
What's causing these people to get in these predicaments?
People get into economic hard times from time to time. Happens to a lot of different people. Happens to to me. I mean, I've been through those times. So that's why I have strong consideration for people who get in those situations. Losing a job, health conditions, different things where parents have illnesses, medical usually is one of the big problems. And they get behind for different reasons, and it's understandable. The economy has a lot to do with it.
Right.
When the economy is booming, a lot of people are making money, and sometimes, people lose their jobs for different reasons. So that's the whole point of it, is we want to help people.
And now they probably need you now more than ever.
Now more than ever with
this
the COVID
shutdown,
situation, it's
the
more
predicament that our
difficult.
governor put everybody in.
Absolutely. So as a result, we are being more understanding to the point where we're not doing any foreclosures this year at all.
Oh wow!
So that's the reason, and we feel that we really need to help these people. We're going to get everyone back on their feet. And what we do in the county treasurer's office is the money that we receive is we invest it. We invest it. We have over $500 million in the Macomb County Treasurer. All the money's flowing through the Macomb County Treasurer's office. And we invest that money into safe items such as CDs and commercial paper. And as a result, we have had an increase in investments since I've been there, 575%.
Wow.
And with that increase, we're able to limit the need for raising taxes.
I'm sure.
Which is what we want to do.
I'm sure your citizens appreciate that.
So that's what we're doing, and we're helping people. So the point is I'm here to explain to the communities that are out there that I'd like to get reelected and do a good job for the community. We were successful in in maintaining Macomb County in my first 4 years there. One of the items we were able to participate in eliminating an incompetent clerk. We also were able to obtain the forfeiture funds that were improperly held by the former prosecutor. And now all the funds that were coming into Macomb County are now coming through the Treasurer's Office as required by state law.
And you restructured all of this?
We've restructured it. We've
Wow, beautiful.
we've made it correct, because prior to that, they weren't all coming through the Treasurer's Office. Different departments were maintaining different things, and we put it all together. We mostly got 95, 80, 98% we got cooperation.
Okay.
So it worked out pretty well, except for the one item. We ended up working on getting the forfeiture funds back. They're supposed to go through the county.
Right.
And that's what we ended up getting after a 5-month concern with it. We
Got
worked
you.
it out.
Walk us through a day in the life of Larry Rocca.
Okay, a day in a life. Coming into the office, we get a lot of concerns for. I serve on several committees
Okay.
with the county, and specifically the retirement committee.
Okay.
So we have meetings periodically. Since the COVID, we haven't been able to meet personally as we always did, once or twice a month. Now we
Yeah.
meet through Zoom meetings, which I know you're pretty much an expert on. So we don't like them, but we do them anyway because I think they're necessary
Yeah.
to have our meetings. And we have various investment companies that invest with Macomb County. We have, in our retirement funds, we have just under $1 billion, $999 million in our investments for our retirement. So we're doing quite well in that area.
Sounds like, yeah, Macomb's doing very well.
So we're doing good, and we want to try to maintain it. And for the most part, I think we're doing a good job overall.
What did you do before you became?
I was a real estate broker
Okay.
for 50 years.
Is that
I've been in the real-
commercial or?
I did commercial and residential.
Okay,
I did
both.
them all.
All right.
And in that amount of time, you get to participate in all forms of real estate, and I was involved in much of it.
Was most of it done in the county?
Yeah, predominantly Macomb County, Wayne County, and Oakland County, but specifically Macomb County.
So you have name recognition there for sure.
I certainly do. Certainly do.
And were you born in?
I was born in Detroit,
Okay.
so I'm originally from Detroit. Served. Let's see. Let me give you a little bit of background.
Sure.
Went to Nativity Grade School, Catholic school, and then from there I went to public school. I graduated from Southeastern High School,
Okay.
and then I joined the Navy.
Oh, God bless you.
1964, I joined the United States Navy, and don't you know, I wanted to go to the Mediterranean on a destroyer or a cruiser,
Yeah.
and didn't you know they sent me to Vietnam on an aircraft carrier? So I was
Surprise.
I was in the Navy for 6 years. I served 3 years on an aircraft carrier in Vietnam.
Wow.
Combat veteran. Proud of that service.
Oh yeah, we're proud of you
So
and thankful.
it was an unfortunate war.
Yes.
Should have never happened, but it did happen. But we were called to duty, and we did the job. So
Yeah.
very proud of that.
And then
Yes,
what
sir.
was happened after that with Larry?
Well, I got back home, and then I got my real estate license, and I got into real estate, and I did that for 50 years. Worked for a couple of different companies. In the end, the last 40 years, I had my own company, and served a lot of different builders. I worked for builders, and I worked for various commercial enterprises.
Okay.
So did real well in the business, and
Awesome.
I've always been interested in politics. I've been a member of the Republican Party since 1984.
Okay.
Precinct delegate, active with the party for that period of time. And I run for office on a couple of occasions. I finally got lucky, and I won my treasurer's office in 2016.
Well,
And since then, I've been doing a pretty good job proving myself to be effective and efficient.
That's awesome. You've been in Macomb most of your life, or?
No, I've been in it probably well over 50 years,
Oh, wow.
for sure. But I originally came from Detroit, east side of Detroit, born and raised.
Whereabouts on the east side?
I lived on McClellan Street, McClellan and East Warren, if you know
Okay.
the area.
Yeah, I had a store for 12 years on French Road in Shoemaker.
Well, gee, I know the area well.
Yeah.
French Road,
McClellan's
Shoemaker.
right there.
Well, Nativity grade school and high school were at McClellan and Shoemaker, right on the corner there.
Really?
Right in there, yes. They're still there, by the way.
Are
The
they?
church is still there, Nativity of Our Lord Church.
Okay.
On McClellan, just right there near Shoemaker.
Okay.
So, and yeah, all the French Road. I know French Road well.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause we're always going to the area.
I was on St. Clair and Shoemaker, exactly.
I know it well.
Yeah. Right on the corner.
That's my old neighborhood you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know.
Very nice.
Small world.
So pretty much, I will summarize by saying, I'm Larry Rocca, I'm Macomb County Treasurer. I would sure appreciate your vote in November. I think we also need to get, as I said earlier, we need to get the President, Donald Trump, reelected. He is getting the job done.
Mhm.
He took our country back, and he's going to continue to take our country back. We need that, and we need to work on taking our county back.
No question.
You know.
So our viewers are predominantly Chaldean. What do you want to say to the Chaldean community, and how can they back you?
Here's what I'd like to say to the Chaldean community. First of all, I'd like to say I've known many Chaldeans over my period in Macomb County. I have many friends, and I think it's a quality, great community, and I appreciate any support and help that they can give me, because we're all in this together. It's a big fight, and I know they support Donald Trump. I want them to support me.
Yeah.
I appreciate all that they can do.
Very nice. So let's talk a little bit about the state of the country and why it's so important for Donald Trump to be reelected. Can you just kind of go into
Sure.
a little bit about that?
Sure, I will. Well, I'll tell you what, the state of the country has been going bad for the past 3 or 4 administrations.
Okay.
You know, what has happened with our jobs going overseas, what has happened with all of our intellectual property going to China.
Mm-hmm.
China's not our friend, China's our enemy, in
Yeah.
my opinion. I think President Trump's the first president to recognize it. The previous administrations didn't seem to want to recognize it.
Yeah.
So we're getting real results with the way President Trump is standing up for all Americans
Yep.
as we want. And he's not afraid to fight back as previous administrations were. He doesn't take anything from anybody. He fights.
Yes.
We like that. We like a fighter. That's what this country should be about, and that's what it is all about.
Right. Imagine how much progress we could have made in these last 3 and some change years if the House just did their
Sure.
job.
Absolutely. They concentrated more on impeaching, which
Mhm.
was an impossible task to begin with,
Right.
because they didn't have control of the Senate, so you're not going to be able to complete that process.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a waste of time, and they knew it, and they just wasted our time instead of working with the president
Yeah.
to get something done for our country. Would have been a better way to go. And it's unfortunate that they wasted so much time.
Well, I think that was their goal from the onset, was just to cause a distraction.
How unfortunate.
Yep.
He won that election fair and square.
Sure.
He got the electoral votes required, 303. 270 is all you need.
Mm-hmm.
He got well over that because he represented the whole country, which is what the electoral vote's all about.
Yep.
So it's just unfortunate they didn't work with him, because he's got a lot of great ideas. He's done so much in his first 3 years under all the pressure he's been under, and he made our economy really boom up until the time of the COVID-19 pandemic that occurred.
Yeah.
So
And then what do you see coming out of this whole COVID lockdown? The madness that was caused by everyone being made to stay home.
yeah, well, it's proven to be not as valid as they're talking about. Here's
Mhm.
what's going on. People with underlying conditions have a more stronger possibility of getting it, and if they do get it, their chances are not good for. But by and large, 70-80% of the healthy people in this country, 90%, they're perfectly fine. Even if
Sure.
they get it, they survive.
Yeah, my brother had it. He was.
So there
he
you
was
are.
more than
There's
fine.
several examples
A
of
bunch
that.
of friends of mine had it. They
It's-
didn't.
It's a major overreaction. However, President Trump has worked with them knowing that it's a serious issue,
Mm-hmm.
created in Wuhan, China,
Yep.
and it could have been stopped or a lot quicker had they been more honest with
Oh yeah.
our government. They
Yeah,
chose
yeah.
not to.
Absolutely.
So, well, now we're dealing with it.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide pandemic, but for the most part, we seem to have a handle on it at this point in time.
Yep.
And I think by and large, by the end of the year or next year, we're going to be in fairly good control of what's going on. We already see that it's not impacting as greatly as a lot of people thought it would.
Right.
And it's no more damaging or dangerous than the flu, which we experience every year.
Right.
So,
And so you're bringing integrity to the treasurer's office. Where do you get that integrity from?
from my mom and dad,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you were raised Italian?
I was raised in an Italian-American
Okay.
community.
And go ahead.
The integrity comes from that. That's what you learn growing up.
Yep.
And went to Catholic schools.
Yep.
And we learned all our sacraments. We
Yeah.
know all about, right and wrong, and doing the best for the people. And I've always been interested in helping people
Yeah.
all my life. That's why I got in real estate, salesman.
Yep.
You generally don't stay in real estate any length of time if you're not honest and you don't have integrity and if you don't get
Yeah.
referrals, because that's what it comes
So
from.
word of mouth. Yep.
Word of mouth, people say, hey, this guy's pretty good. He knows what he's talking about. He treats people fair and square, and he's honest.
Yep.
Honesty's the name of the game.
Absolutely.
So that's
And,
what we have to do.
So the Italian community and the Chaldean community kind of follow along
Oh,
the same
yeah.
footprints.
We're
footsteps.
like brothers.
Yeah.
So this is all good.
No doubt.
So
So everybody out there, make sure you support our brother.
thank you. I love this guy.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a
Well,
great guy.
So more about your family, just to kind of get people going on the parallel of us and you.
Yes. Well, I grew up in an Italian-American family. They were
Yep.
My mom and dad were both born in Detroit, so we're a couple times removed.
Okay.
My grandparents came from Italy, and I grew up in a big family where my mother's family had 12 kids. My dad's family had 6.
Wow.
Had a lot of cousins,
Yep.
aunts and uncles.
Yep. So they could vote you in, just them alone, right?
Yeah, but many of them they're not here anymore, so unfortunately, we have their relatives, their nieces and nephews.
Right.
Excuse me.
And the younger generation may be indoctrinated by our
It seems
school
to be.
system.
Seems like the education in our country has gotten away from history. A lot of people don't really know history and what it's all about, and that's why they're going around trying to take statues down and trying to change history and do things like that. We know real history, and real history was America's not perfect, but it's darn close to being that way. We have a lot of flaws in this country, but we work on them on a regular basis and we improve. So bottom line, if you're born in America, you won the lottery.
Yeah.
This is the greatest country in the world, and we want to continue to keep it that way. And with Donald Trump in office, I think that's going to happen. I'm sure of it. We're going to work very hard to get him reelected. And I'm also going to work very hard to get Larry Rocca elected, because I think that I can do a good job in the Macomb County Treasurer's Office along with President Trump and
Yep.
helping him doing what he has to do.
Yeah, it starts at home, county by county by county
Exactly.
to state, and
So that
let's make sure we get you reelected.
Sure. And I'm running with some good county people too. I think you interviewed my good friend Pete Lucido,
Oh yeah, great
and
man,
also Mike McCoskey.
Terry.
Terry McCoskey.
Yep.
Terry, he's a great guy.
I always call him Mike too. I don't know why.
I don't know, he looks like a Mike.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? Great guy. So 2 quality guys that I'm
Oh, yeah.
running with. And also there's Tony Forlini. I don't know if you know about
Tony Ferlini.
Tony Forlini. He's running for county clerk.
Okay. Well, you guys
So-
remember that name too, please.
Anthony Forlini, yes.
Anthony Forlini.
Anthony, like Anthony, no, not Toma.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, this is all good. I appreciate you inviting me here and
For
to
sure.
speak to the Chaldean people.
Do you have any events coming up? Any fundraisers coming
Yeah,
up?
actually we do. We're having one on September 10th at Andiamos
Okay.
over on 14 Mile Road in Warren.
Very nice.
And it's scheduled for 5:30, September 10th, and should be a good event.
Yeah.
Being that the COVID hit us in March, I had one previously set for that time.
Uh-huh.
Had to cancel because nobody knew what was going on.
Right. Yeah, it was a scary
Now
time.
they've opened it up a little bit, and we're doing it. We're going to do it safely. We're going to do the mask and stay 6 feet apart, but we're going to follow proper guidelines.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because the rules are the rules now.
The rules are the rules, and I think they're becoming more and more to the point where we're understanding what needs to be done, and we're realizing that more and more people are healthy and they can avert this a lot easier than it was impacted on us in the beginning.
Yeah. And everyone should, go out and support Andiamo, because the COVID really hit our restaurants,
Absolutely.
really hard. And,
You make a
and
great point.
They're good people.
Anthony, yes. Our banquet centers, our restaurants, our gyms, they've all been closed. These businesses have been hurt quite badly over the past 4 or 5 months of this COVID. And we need to help them, and we need to support them and do whatever it is necessary to get them back on their feet. They're all good, hard-working business people, and they need our support. So I can tell you, with me in the office of County Treasurer, I'm working very hard at keeping these people in their office, in their businesses.
For sure.
I think
especially
it's important.
Yeah, especially now that we have the data and the science to back
Sure.
up the fact that we could reopen, and if we all practice social distancing
Absolutely.
and being safe.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's happening, and looking forward to the day in not too distant future where we won't have to wear these masks anymore.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know. So.
Anything you want to close the show out with?
Yeah, I'd like to close the show up by saying, first of all, I appreciate Anthony Toma and the staff here that have invited us to give this presentation, and to let them know that we appreciate everything that they're doing. Want to let the people of Macomb County to come on out November 3rd and vote for Larry Rocca for Macomb County Treasurer. I intend to keep the good work that we've been doing, and to help the people of Macomb County stay in their homes. Keep Macomb your home is our motto, and
I like that.
I appreciate everything everyone's doing. So thank you very much,
All right.
Anthony.
Well, to the people of Macomb, please help Larry help you,
Thank you.
and vote for him in November.
Right. November 3rd,
November 3rd.
Tuesday.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Anthony.
Pleasure and honor meeting you.
It's an honor meeting and
Thank you.
talking with you.
Thanks.
You got a lot going for you.
Thank you. Bye.